underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a man of many, many talents. It's Rawson Marshall Thurber.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw, and this is incomplete. He's trying to get that to Brevin Jordan, but now it's 3rd down. And now as we get toward the home stretch here, the regular season, Charles, let's take a look at the list of key inactives for them in this one.
Yeah, and after almost a full season of physical games, you know you're going to have some guys missing during the final weeks of the season. Nature of how we play.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They'll be led out by the first overall pick from a couple of drafts ago, former Clemson Tiger Trevor Lawrence.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Now Lawrence on 1st down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. The numbers in last week's contest for Ingram: 4 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Now Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. Play action. It's Lawrence. Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Texans at 4-11 on the year. And they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now. Losers of 8 straight games.
Could you imagine being in those coaches' rooms right now? And you remember the old expression, there's no such thing as a bad idea? That's really true right here. They're searching for any idea, anything that can galvanize this team and find a victory and get them out of this losing spin.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the counter, Etienne. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And now out comes Houston. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. On the return, here's Agnew. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? When these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded right around the 8. Houston set to take over. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's got Jordan complete right side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Another carry for Pierce. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Lawrence. Jones has it.
Pass interference. Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, Nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Here's Lawrence. And he wisely will throw that one away. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Lawrence to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there.
He did a fine job there hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now out come the Jags. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We've got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Pierce takes it straight ahead. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Roughing the passer, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. To Pierce, they set up the screen. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down. Pierce now up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Lawrence going to keep it again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Off the option, here's Etienne. Oh, look at the juke. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. And they'll go again with Etienne. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Lawrence giving to ETN here on the option. And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And this Texans defense stands tall. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The offense on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. 2nd down, here's an option right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Now Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And here comes the Texans now. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Open man there is Collins, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's complete. It's Collins. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Set to punt. Here's Cameron Johnston. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's a busy Week 17 of the regular season, so let's get right to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Ryan Tannehill, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they've gone to the half in that ball game with the visiting Browns out on top. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore and check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they trail the visiting Steelers as that game has gone to the half. A touchdown run for Najee Harris. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Texans, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Trevor Lawrence, helmet on, ready to go as he brings out this offense. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Rolling to his right. Man open, here is Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Straight ahead, Etienne. Able to slither by. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second down, Etienne once more. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Etienne. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on the third.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Here's Logan Cook now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he shows off some of that elusiveness there as he's able to dance his way to a gain of about 4. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now a second down and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. His throw incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing just about on his own goal line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. ETN up the middle. Oh, he shifts past him. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. A give, it's ETN off the option. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Holding, offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Off the option, here's ETN. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. And pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive, give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect, he has the ability to scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up 1st downs. That's what we just saw right there.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. His 6th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. Agnew now to return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Now, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. A give, running right, Etienne. And a short gain down to about the 33. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. Now Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one incomplete from the 21 at 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21.
Back to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll complete this one to Collins. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Complete to Tyler Johnson. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
They'll look to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Kaimi Fairhair is on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. Well, a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlep Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. ETN once more. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Dances by him. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Lawrence going to keep it again. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans back out there and ready to go. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So a 2nd NFL interception for him, and he is looking the part here in year 1.
And normally, partner, you talk about cornerbacks and safeties being the ball hawk type of guys, and they always will be because they'll get more opportunities. But this young man has potential to be a ball hawk from the linebacker position. I think that's why he was drafted as high as he was, and he'll stay on the field on most downs.
A handoff for Etienne, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 4.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This time it's 3rd and 3. And Jones has it over the middle. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Etienne. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Lawrence going to keep it, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the second time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup.
2nd and 3. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down right now at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Complete to Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Jacksonville, they get an all-important 10th win to move them to 10-6 with 1 week to go.